trying to catch some real early season crappie. Huh? Go, 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 buddy. Chris got a bite on the minnow. Getting a bite, bud? Getting a bite? Well, I'm going to try a minnow for a bit because I'm pretty sure I didn't get one hit on that. Maybe try some different depths. Different depths than what you're at. Maybe we can find where they're at. I'm going to try along with the riffraff. That's what this is called, riffraff. Well, let me see. If I get anything, we'll move everything under here. But if I don't, we may try and move over there, maybe around the bridge, around that structure. Maybe they're hanging up around it. Alright, Chris is getting some hits on the minnow. See, I would just pull and see if you got some resistance. Real tight, hold on. Chris got him one. What's he got? He's got him a crappie. Oh! Alright, don't worry, get a fresh one. Well, and it might just be because the sun's heating those islands up. Warming the water just a bit right there. Hey, you're getting a bite, buddy. That was a pull. Chris got him another crappie. First crappie of the day. That one's not a keeper, but yeah, just pop it out. Hold him up for us. First crappie of the day. Fish on. Oh! I might have to change hooks. I kind of bent that hook out a little bit the other day on a snag. I thought I bent it back right, but that's the second one that's came off. That was probably close to a keeper crappie too. It was about the same size as your first one that got on. See what I deal with? Forgets his gosh darn cameras.
Got 2 poles though.
It's got a minnow on it. No. Yeah, pretty much. I've made about 6 casts with this thing. Hey, get some night crawlers. Alright guys, time for some early season crappie. Also fishing with this 16th ounce jig head with a Bobby Garland body on it. Casting it out and letting it sink really far and just barely retrieving it. small fish. Yeah, I just had a bite. I went pretty deep on this minnow. Fish on. What I tell you, little bluegill was probably what hit that. I didn't figure the crappie would be up on that brush. First fish of the day, guys. Cold water bluegill. Minnow's trashed. So I made that other pole that I used for walleye last year. I put 6-pound mono on it just for casting for walleye or for crappie. Come the end of this month, I really want to start hitting the crappie pretty hard. Fish on. No. Another gill. I wish I had a bait tank right now. Of course, it's 2 months before I need these guys. So here we are, guys. We're at a different location.
Hi, everybody.
You got your drag set? You really? This is where them couple old boys caught those gigantic wipers early in the season last year. I know they'll hit these minnows. They love their minnows and shad. I don't know. I've never really fished this before. Me and Chris came and fished it a little bit. Two weeks ago. No, I got one hit. I did get that on that jig, though. I think I'll take it down here with me. Anywhere, they'd be around this riffraff because it's going to warm up faster. Fish on there. No, but it finally worked, bud. It's a decent crappie, and I'm using that method off watching Gene, the fishing machine. Using these small jig heads with these Bobby Garland baits. Look, with that little jig, and casting it out there and letting it sink a good ways, and barely retrieving it, letting it fall back. My first crappie of the year, guys. Almost a keeper. I mean, actually would be if I knew I'd catch a lot more. Casting all the way out there to them pylons and letting it sink for about 10 seconds. And then just slowly retrieving it. And I've watched him do it in cold weather conditions so much. And I'm like, it's gotta work. And I sit here with Chris and probably cast it 50 times, but that was when half of the lake still had ice on it. Using a 1/16 ounce jig head with that Bobby Garland body. Yeah, you'll see them out at Walmart or Will King or anywhere. I'll show you the package. There's different colors, and he uses, and I probably maybe shouldn't be using a green jig head either. But I don't know. I don't think he really went to that. It's just one of the few I've seen with 16 ounce. A lot of times he uses 8 ounce or 1/32, even smaller than that, because he says you want it just to fall back to you as slow as it can. There it is. Oh, I just had another one. I've got these up there in the truck if you want to try it. I got all jittery. You want me to go hook you up? Right here's the, yeah, like, here's the way I do it, so I know I always get it right. So then I pop it through. I didn't fucking get it. I forgot to claim you on my taxes, dude. I forgot to claim you on my fucking taxes. Alright guys, I've been watching Richard Gene the fishing machine catching these crappie in these cold water situations, and I've never really fished crappie this way. Normally I just fish live baits, so I'm throwing that 16th ounce jig head with that Bobby Garland body out there in these pylons under this bridge, which is pretty deep. And then I'm just slow retrieving it. I've caught one crappie and got another hit. And I'm not a crappie fisherman at all, so that's pretty good for this guy. I'll catch them during the spawn when they're up on cover using minnows, but anyone can do that, so I do not consider that to be a crappie fisherman. This is the whole reason why I put 6-pound mono on this reel. With this was a walleye reel last year, but I wanted to try and master this catching crappie without using minnows when they're on the spawn, you know, up on the cover, because anybody can catch them then. Richard, the fishing machine, a lot of times just uses 2-pound test, so he can cast even further. Yeah, you're actually going too fast probably. Kind of want to keep your rod tip up so it's just falling back to you. That's just the way he does The method he explains, you want it to fall back to you after he lets it sink. He usually counts, and that's how he tells what depth they're at. I caught that fish about 10 feet out off the bank, I think, but I think it's the fact of bringing it, getting it to that depth that you want as you're bringing it across them. I'm sure they're schooled up. Alright guys, me and Chris just got here fishing with this little jig, little bobby garland body. I've already caught 3 crappie before I turn the camera on, so let's see if this doesn't jinx me. There we go, folks. One of the day so far. They're pretty small. We're going to keep this one, Chris. Fish on, guys. No. Oh. Quit. Yeah, they're stacked right here off this point onto these rocks. Too bad they weren't bigger. Hey. Just got another one. What is that? That's up to about 10 now today, isn't it? At least. Got another one, folks. Bunch of little crappie today. Good flathead bait. Letting it sink. I count to either 3 1,000 or 4 1,000 before I start to reel. Trying to let it get down 3 or 4 feet in that water column, because I think that's about where they're at. I mean, it's been working. Well, that sucks. I thought I'd pick up a couple over here. Just stacked right there on that point. I thought since you got that one hit over here right away, there might be a little pot of them over here. Of course, that could have been a tiny bluegill too. Bluegill, isn't it? Yep. Just got him a bluegill there. exactly catching slabs, but they'll be good little nuggets. Decent one. Chris's. I got saying something. And I should probably go straighten that hook out. It's bent a little. Let's see if it comes back to haunt me. Yeah, we're about done. We need to get going anyway. Clean all these fish now. Yeah, one more, buddy. Start backing up. Oh, what do you have to say, Chris?
Today was very successful.
What do you think about Aaron not showing up? What's he doing? He's probably like rallying for higher gas prices or something, isn't he?
Probably something like that. Like, is this new?
You think he supports Joe Biden?
You said it, not me.
Dude, this is a dandy crappie. I mean a dandy. There you go, folks. Just turned the camera on, didn't know if we'd catch anything. Got me a really nice slab crappie here. Here's one Bobby Garland's.
Bobby Garland.
I'll have to buy some more of these, dude. Look, here's what I bought. 16th ounce. 1/16th ounce. And then we need some more Bobby Garland bodies, because we're going to be doing a lot of, yeah, we're going to be doing a lot of crappie. I let it sink for about 3 seconds, Aaron. Yep. Rod tip up in the air. Yeah, we may need to let it sink even longer than that. I just cast it on top of some fish over there. Yep. Fish on. There's bluegill here. Yeah, he's almost big enough to keep. That's probably what I casted right on top of. Yeah, there's more of them over there. Ah! They were hitting it. Mono, 6-pound mono. Just put it on this year. Just for this. Just for throwing these little jigs. There's bluegill on, I think. Well, he's fighting. Makes a guy wish he had a bait tank ready. Where'd that son of mine go? Yeah. Oh, I see him. Nice one. Here, I'll come to you with the stringer. I said I'd come to you because I think our best bet on catching him would be over there where you're at. We can both cast from there. Yeah, they're about twins. Nice. Aaron's got a fish on. Everybody. Oh, it's not. Get it up above that moss. Nice one. The biggest one of the day. Here I am letting my jig sink to the fucking bottom of the pond. Nice one, Aaron. Look. There you go, people. When you casted that last time, I was about ready to say you're in the money, and then I thought, well, maybe they're not getting up on that cover yet, but I bet they are. Let's see what Aaron's got. Here he is. Number 3 for you, right? Yep. This is where Gene, the fishing machine, would say change colors. I think so. I don't know if they're quite Bobby Garlands, but they pretty much look identical. They might be. Also, they might have moved up in the water column. I just let that one only sink 3 seconds. Because they feed up, so... I don't know. I'm sure we can find them. When I was watching one of his the other day when he was fishing with these, and he said the bite, he said he'd pretty much quit getting any hits, so he switched collars, and he said, I guarantee I'll catch more. And he caught like 10 more. Okay, we just changed up colors. There's Aaron with the 5th or 6th one today. Look how thick it is.
Got the blue and white.
That girth.
Fatties.
Was you letting it sink still? I'm telling you what. Look at that moon. There's the moon, folks. I'm about ready to change to that pink jig head though. I'm gonna get my ass kicked by iron lance on the fishing something. That's some shit. What's now we're out. It's time, people. I'm gonna get my ass kicked by iron lance on the fishing something.